Alright, back again, Luke here, and today what I want to do is show you something that I've been working on here kind of off and on for the last week or so. I still have a lot to do with it, but I figured I'd show you what's going on here. What I did is I took a Game Boy Advance SP and I kind of wanted to, change it up a little bit, so this is what I'm working on. This is just some regular wood that I wound up picking up at the lumber store and cutting to my own dimensions. I just basically took the idea of what the old school arcades look like, how deep they were, and about roughly what the dimensions were. I made a pattern using a ruler and wound up tracing that pattern twice to make both sides. And here's the tricky part. I wound up ripping down a Game Boy Advance SP, and as you can see, there is wires everywhere. I still got to get done, finishing what I'm working on here with everything. I need to replace this front plexiglass here because it's all scratched up. This Game Boy SP that I had was pretty messed up. It was actually the top part here. This is from a silver SP, and the bottom part's from a red one, and kind of spliced them together to get this thing to work. But yeah, I'm in the process here trying to finish out the control panel. I got a joystick and it clicks. For all of you guys out there who know what kind of games I like, you could probably guess what I took that out of. And the regular switches over here that I got, those ones are kind of, they're not all the way in there, but they're holding for right now. I'm gonna have to wind up doing that a little bit more permanently and more secure here when I get this thing ready to be finished. I just dumped a coat of spray paint on it just because it was multicolored with all the plastic and stuff, so that's just a little bit of a rough paint job for it. That's not going to be permanent at all. I actually have some red, red paper for the side of this, tack paper, so hopefully we'll be able to get that on there. But yeah, I figured I'd show you what's going on here, and let's turn this beast on. Game Boy SP Arcade. Now I still have to mount the speaker because it's not all the way up there right now, but here's my start button for right now, I think. Is that it? Yeah. So we'll start this up here. And even though the buttons are close here, it's still playable for the time being. I'm gonna put some different buttons on the top there, but And then we have our hammer button, and we have our jump. I know I won't be able to do this with one hand, but this is what Crazy Lukenstein's been up to in his laboratory recently. I just wanted to make, something a little arcade-like using some of the older game consoles, and this is, like I said, this one was just parts laying around, and managed to kind of put it together. And then when I put it together, I was like, man, this thing is ugly. I just don't want to paint it, but what can I do that's kind of creative? And came up with this. I can't say I came up with the idea myself. The lumber jackass. Now that guy, he just wound up getting done. Well, I wouldn't say just got done, but he wound up finishing his main cab that he made from scratch, and I got a lot of the ideas from him. I mean, looking at his cab, I was like, wow, that looks really nice. And then, a lot of guys have been sending me some videos here recently about different console, mini arcade console mods, like a neo-geo, and what else? There's a PlayStation. So I wanted to go one step smaller and do up the Game Boy Advance SP mini arcade. You can see the size here. Once again, it's not completely finished, but hopefully when I get it done, it'll be a lot cooler looking, and it'll still function like Game Boy SP, but on the other hand, it'll look like an arcade, and I'll be able to put some games in there like Ice Climber, or some of the old school arcade games, and give it that real, authentic kind of arcade feel to it. But yeah, that's basically what I've been up to here. Nothing else, and some work. But yeah, figured I'd share this one with you guys. I haven't put up a video in a while. I apologize for that. It's just been kind of really hectic, doing this and work and whatever, but just me complaining. So once again, just want to show you my monster here. This is my Game Boy Advance SP mini arcade cab, which is still in the process of being built, but hopefully we'll get her done here and it'll work out nice. It'll turn out nice, and it'll be kind of cool. That's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching.